All right, you literate fucking cringe lords, okay? Blaire White. Good, bad? The answer is bad. She's a transphobe and a shitty human being who justifies her bad behavior through her insecurities, okay? She wants to be the one good trans woman. However, I can substantiate those claims with video evidence. Sometimes we are very desperate to get our hands around the throat of someone we don't like, and then we see some evidence that looks just a little bit too convenient, perhaps. Just a smidgen too likely. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find these specific screenshots now. Yes, I can find them right here. Basically, what happened was Blaire White had an Instagram, already a bad move, I know, and had a DM conversation with a person who seemed to be some nobody. I don't know if they have any broader public appeal, in which Blaire White referred to a TikToker named Peaches as the N-word. Hard R, you know, real juicy stuff right there. Real juicy stuff. Now, of course, happy day, right? Happy day. I love it. Because I know for, like, these are all conservative grifters. I know they're all terrible people. So when I see them do something like that, wow, great. You just made it really easy for everyone else to come after you. Thank you for sparing us the time. You know? Fantastic. However, as it so happens, this is faked. It's actually faked. This person right here does a little video where they show the screen recording of the video, because the person actually made a video.
Posted is apparently calling
Look at that.
Blaire White a racist, showing her using the hard R in a message. I don't even know why you believe that straight off the bat, but
that's the reason why I believed this. This person didn't just show a picture of a DM conversation. This person showed a recorded screen capture of their phone scrolling through the Insta feed and scrolling into the DMs before scrolling the DM feed up and down. That's a lot of effort to put into faking a few DMs. That's a lot. Now, give it enough time, anyone can make a fake. I mean, if you understand like a little bit about video editing, you can, you know, put that together there. But that is a higher level of effort than I am typically accustomed to. So I saw the video come out, and then I saw that Blaire White deleted her Twitter and Instagram, and I thought, okay, this has to be real. There's no other reason why Blaire White would delete her Twitter and Instagram. Like, why would she do that if this was fake? But this video, I think, does a fairly decent job showing some errors in the editing of that video clip. And more importantly, the person who posted those screen grabs is fucking insane. Like, whew, like, actually so. And transphobic, too. I may be a fag, but at least I'm not in delusion and can't accept the fact that I have a cock and balls. I don't know. It seems like kind of a yikesy thing to say about a trans woman, you know? I don't know. I think there are plenty of nice things to attack Blaire White on that doesn't have anything to do with her gender identity. Just my personal opinion. That this isn't even close to everything this person tweeted. I screen grabbed just like one section of a wall of mental illness is what I assume this is. So this person is like a stan. They have like some like performer as their thing. This is just a hot tip. This is just a little bit of advice. If you're on Twitter and you see a person that describes themselves as a stan account, that person is mentally ill. I wish them luck. I hope less, but that is true. You can disagree with me if you want, but the stan accounts are literally like the worst. They are the absolute dredge of Twitter engagement. They truly are. And I know that because I've interacted with several Blaire White stans, and I think they might actually be the worst of the worst. But anyway, after the behavior of this person, in addition to them, have they deleted their Twitter yet? They were probably reported into oblivion. That happened pretty recently. So I can't show you now, but they were acting real wacky. Can we end it on that real wacky? So long story short, a video comes out indicating Blaire White has called a black person the N-word, and then after this comes to light, because the video was actually put out a month ago. After this comes to light, Blaire White deletes the Twitter and Insta, goes dark. I think, wow, this must be true. And then, short time after that, Blaire White comes back, does a private stream saying that everything that happened, that this is fake, this is false, this is like a crazy person who just hates her, because this person is like a stan for somebody who Blaire White criticized once or something like that. And somebody came out with some pretty compelling video evidence indicating that the video had been faked. So where does that leave us? Well, I deleted my tweets condemning Blaire White because, and I want to be perfectly clear about this, didn't Blaire White also do blackface? Oh, we'll get to that, sweetie. I said sweetie because we're talking about Blaire White. Do you think my bitchy affectation makes this more appealing to the people who would search Blaire White on YouTube? Sweaty. Anyway, as fun as it is to shit talk Blaire White, it's not actually that fun if you're doing it with faked evidence. It's not actually that fun. The reason for that is as follows. Or there are multiple reasons. First of all, you just shouldn't fucking do that. Dude, as a person who's been like harangued with an enormous amount of made up controversy, let me tell you, if somebody came out with not only a screenshot of me doing something horrible in private DMs, but also a video of them flipping through it, that might actually be like the end of me. Even if it was, or maybe not the end of me, but it would be horrible for me to deal with. Even if it was faked, I wouldn't have a way to prove that. How do you prove that? Blaire White can prove that because Blaire White has nearly 1 million YouTube subscribers. So if she says something and she provides reasonable counter evidence, I mean, she has a defense mechanism. I have a decent audience myself, but I'm not as ubiquitous as Blaire White is. If somebody did something like that about me, I wouldn't really know what to do about it. I think that normalizing that kind of behavior makes the internet a way more dangerous place. Apropos of like, you know how you can deepfake people now? What if somebody like deepfaked like your face onto like a CP video or something and then was like, holy shit, I found this video of Vosh. Holy fuck, oh my god. Like, that can actually happen. That's actually a thing that can technically happen now. Like, that's a thing. Like, if a person wanted to, and they had like video of child porn, which if they're going to do this, they probably are very okay with having that sort of thing on their computer, and they knew how to use deepfake software, they could do that to my face on another person. So the internet is terrifying, and I would really like it if we could do everything in our power to maintain an environment where people are being harangued for things they actually did. The other reason for that is that it's like a boy who cried wolf situation now, you know? Now, the next time Blaire White calls a person the N-word, tomorrow maybe, I don't know, and there's a screenshot of it, it's going to be much harder to actually condemn her for it because there is already a precedent of her rebuking accusations like that. It just makes everyone look bad. Now Blaire White gets to play the victim. Blaire White gets a bunch of free attention and publicity. Blaire White's community reifies their love for her, and everyone who attacked Blaire White over what seemed to be fairly legitimate initial accusations looks bad. It's just not good. Don't fucking do it. Don't do it, folks. Don't. Listen, I get it. We've all seen Casino Royale, okay? We all saw that point. The part where James Bond was talking with the guy and they got the guy arrested because they photoshopped a picture of the guy being with another guy, okay? We've all seen it, all right? We've all seen it. We peeped it, okay? We got some ideas. Put the ideas away. You're not James Bond, okay? You're just a fucking rando, okay? Who hasn't even finished the last creative project that they set their mind on, all right? Work on that creative project, okay? Don't do that shit, okay? Now, mind you, Blaire White is still, shall we say, dicey in the race department. Here's a conversation that she had with Onision, the Onision, some time ago.
Hard R, do you think it's acceptable or not? Male YouTubers dropping the N-word with the hard R, do you think it's acceptable or not?
I really don't care. That kind of stuff I really just don't care about. Like, I don't, it depends the context in which it's used, right? Are they going on the street and like yelling at Black people that they are that? Or are they using it for a comedic effect? Are they, you know, what's the context?
Let's say they just say it out of anger, but it's not necessarily at a Black person. They just literally use the N-word with a hard R because they're angry at someone and they scream it at them.
I don't care. And I'll be super honest. I like do that when I'm playing video games, or I do that if I like stub my toe. Like I do that. So I don't really care.
You scream things out of anger, you scream the N-word hard R.
Sometimes. Leonard caught me slipping, I guess, and I said the word nigga while I was fairly intoxicated. It's not really part of my vocabulary.
It's not really part of my vocabulary.
And I'll be super honest. I like do that when I'm playing video games, or I do that if I like stub my toe. Like I do that. So I don't really care.
You scream things out of anger, you scream the N-word hard R.
Sometimes.
Male you.
Yeah, so, and I'm sure you've seen the tweets like, I don't really have a problem with white nationalism. Other races try to defend their people. Why can't white people? If he ain't Aryan, I ain't Marion. And then, of course, the I'm a Black Lives Matter transkin whatever. Well, she had like the blackface on. Like we've all seen that. We've all seen The Collection. You know, was the Aryan thing real? I think so. Yeah, I didn't see any evidence that it was faked. I've seen that one for ages. Wait, is that faked? I'll take it back if that's faked. That one is faked? Okay, then I take it back. Thank you for live fact checking me. Yeah, it was real. Let's just say it's faked because the lesson we've learned today is let's be careful about our accusations. Okay. Well, that video with Onision sure as shit wasn't faked. So I don't know, guys. Maybe it was. I don't know. It's the future now. You know, oof. Is this stream faked? Do you know I'm actually here right now? This could just be a deep fake of me with a pre-recorded voice cut together from other streams that I've done. I don't know. Are you guys real? Am I real? Okay. Sorry, I know we're looping. I'm sorry to everyone on shrooms right now, okay? I apologize. We're all real. It's actually happening right now, okay? There are no simulations. It's just us. So, anyway, yeah. Blaire White, still a horrible human being. Probably the Onision clip is pretty fucking funny. I do like the idea of Blaire White, like, Blaire White, like, running around her house, like stubbing her toe and screaming the N-word with a hard R, and then going onto her computer to record a video about how other trans people need to behave better, or everyone is going to think all trans people look bad. That thought is very, very funny to me, you know? Yeah, you can see her like look at the camera. She's like, and I just think that when other trans people look like this, it just makes us all look bad. So if you could just stop. And then she realizes that she hadn't actually hit the record button. She's like, fuck, N-word. Okay. And then she hits it again. You know, like, I don't know. It's just funny to think about. It's like a nice skit. You know what I mean? Like the optics and purity obsessed person who, yeah. How the fuck do you stub your toe and then react by saying the N-word? If you're normalized by like racism or racism rhetoric, like that's the main thing. That's actually it. The language that you use like in an imperative sense, or when like or in like out of pain or shock, this is language you're conditioned to use. For example, if you're around a bunch of edgy people, like you're probably gonna say like autistic or like the R slur or whatever, like really really often, or like the F slur. Not even necessarily out of thought or out of hate, but just because that's the language that you've had normalized in your head. This is what people scream when they get angry, you know? And if you're around racist people, or at least people who use racist language, then the N-word is what comes out. It doesn't always happen, but that's generally speaking how language like transfers like that. Saying the N-word in private is completely harmless. Inherently, it does no harm. I completely agree with that. But it can be a reflection of things that you believe. And as a sociology major, I can tell you for a fact that there's actually research on the subject of the extent to which views are normalized through the internalization of certain types of language. Now, at the end of the day, I don't care about policing people's private language. I've said a lot of really edgy stuff in private, but I always advocate, and I say this about everything. The same answer for everything, okay? Just be introspective about it. When you made the N-word joke, did you make the N-word joke because you just felt like being edgy? Or did you make the N-word joke because you actually think there might be some underlying kernel of truth, you know? Why do you use words like that so, like, reflexively? That's what I would suggest people do. I don't think we should, like, police people's behavior in private. I think that's probably a pretty bad idea. But I'll, you know what? Fine. If you want, like, an edgy end to this, if you're alone in your house and you're, like, I thought you used the N-word once in the kill stream. Oh yeah, totally. Hard R, yeah, 100%. I justified it in the comment section below. Talked about it before. I've used the N-word other times than that on stream too. Yeah, 100%. But I could defend the use of that language, yeah. And it certainly wasn't because I reflexively dropped it. Like I got angry and I like shouted it in anger, you know? I'll say this though. This is the hard take that I'm gonna end on. This is, do you seriously not regret that one? No? You kidding me? I think that was extremely defensible. There are still people who are trying to pretend that that's like actually an immoral action on my part. I mean, you can if you want, I guess, but here's the edgy take that I'll end on, okay? Very, very important, all right? If you're alone in your home and you're a white person and you're singing along to rap, you can say it when they say it, okay? The A with the soft A, you can do it when they do it. You're allowed to. You can do it, okay? Really? Yeah, if you're alone in your home and you're listening to Nicki, you're fucking bopping. Yeah, okay. Yeah, come on. I think optically it's hurt you more over time than it's helped you. Oh, that might be the case, but I don't defend things because they make me look good or bad. I defend things if they're right or wrong because I have principles. So if somebody says like, do you disavow this totally not harmful thing you did? I'm never going to say yes just because it's going to get me out of trouble. The reason why I get in trouble often is because I have a giant, thick fucking spine, and I'm comfortable defending the things that I believe in, even if nobody else agrees with me. See also the transphobia drama, the black nationalism drama, the initial N-word drama, the sexism drama. Bro, come on, Vosh, you always argue optics. Yeah, the difference is once you've already done the thing that you don't think has good optics, what you have to do then is defend it, okay? You don't get to back out of it afterwards like a spineless little coward. Like, uh-oh, I did something that people don't like. Time for me to pretend that I don't feel the way I actually do about it. By the way, when I talk about optics, I care about appealing towards people on the right, not the left. If you're on the left, you already agree with me. Why the fuck should I care about those people agreeing with me? Like it's optically poor with left-leaning people. Like, oh, wow, what are they going to do? Go further left? Damn. Oh, wait, guys, the Blaire White thing is true. It's just on Facebook. Imagine having a Facebook account. Cringe. It's a page, not an account, you boomer. Oh, you're right. My apologies. Is it a good look to go, she didn't do this, but here's some other stuff she also did? No, it's not that super good of a look, because usually it comes off like you're just looking for an excuse to shit talk them. What do you think about people saying the N-word soft A to greet others? Did you say it back in the day or not? No, I never used the N-word like that. That's like a black or Latin thing. Actually, there are a lot of Asian guys who did that too. Maybe this was just a Los Angeles thing. Have you guys ever noticed that like Asian dudes will sometimes like use the N-word with a soft A, like pretty flippantly too, but nobody seems to mind? In fact, I hear it from LA. I feel like I actually hear in LA. I feel like I heard it from like Korean dudes more often than I heard it from fucking black guys. What was your justification for the Killstream N-word? Did you actually watch the context in which it happened? The basic context was that I was arguing with some Nazis and they kept saying the N-word, hard R, and because they were trying to be like edgy, you know, it was like a power thing for them. But I'm not impressed by the N-word. It's not very impressive. I'm not fearful of it. So at one point they started saying N-word, like actually like N-word, rather than the N-word, and I said, like, what do you mean? And then I said the N-word, you know? And they were like silent for like 10 seconds. And in my mind, it was me showing them like their language isn't impressive to me. You know? Like, wow, you've been dropping it for like an hour and a half. Like, I don't care. Like, it's so unimpressive. Like, you're just saying a word, you know? It's harmless against me. Like, it's not impressing anyone. And after that, they actually cut it out. So I defend that, you know? I think a lot of people who condemn me for that never actually saw the context in which it was seen. Yeah. In fact, almost every time people condemn me for it, they just heard that I said the N-word. They never actually saw it. That video is over 100,000 views. I don't know. Oh, wait. Can we end the segment? Oh, yeah, here.